Welcome to online marketing. A few things you want to know before you get started. This is your home page, and I try to upload announcements. Sometimes they're daily, sometimes they're weekly. Some of them, like what you have here, you might want to write down. These are some good steps to being successful in an online class. I have a Remind app page here that you can sign up, get Remind, sign up for marketing online. Then you and I can text each other back and forth. I don't have to know your phone number. You don't have to know my phone number. But that way, a lot of times, if someone has a question, they'll send me a text. And especially on the weekends, I can answer you back. So that's a great resource for us that I have there. So as of right now, we have about 4 students, which is not bad for a start. I feel like we will add to that. I think you'll enjoy this class. You will notice under the information or announcements and communications, you have course information. I ask you to read through that. It talks about the expectations. An online course you should spend the same amount of time in an online course that you would spend sitting in a classroom. Now, that would be 7.5 hours a week. I don't expect that, but it should take you 3 to 4 hours. So make sure you understand how to get in touch with me. The more you communicate with me, the better you're going to be successful because I'm willing to work with you and help you. The most important aspects of the class are on the expectations. One thing I will say is if we look at grades, notice that the highest weighted grade is projects. You will have 3 projects, 1 each 6 weeks. Don't procrastinate on those. You want to do those first. It's almost impossible to pass the 6 weeks without doing that project. The next is your 6 weeks test and your unit test. Then we have the discussion or our daily talk. That is a huge, huge thing for me because that's how I see you're understanding the content. You understand what's going on. And you talk back and forth with your peers. You have practice quizzes that are just what they are, they're practice, and then classworks and assignments. So I'm trying something new this time. Instead of just having all of the content available to you, I'm doing it weekly. So if we look at week 1, you have a weekly checkoff list. Now this looks like a lot of information. It is not a huge amount of information, okay? I tell you step by step everything you should do, even if it's not a grade. That's really important to remember because some students need a little more guidance than others. And some of you don't need as much guidance. I suggest the first couple of weeks you print that off, check the things off as you go, and that way you know you've done everything you're supposed to do online. So you have some assignments here, and the checkoff sheet tells you how to do that. Notice we have a discussion. Introduce yourself. We want to find out who we're talking to and working with. Then you'll notice that I tell you to read through the page, Unit 1 Marketing Foundations Overview. This is all what Unit 1 is about. You don't have to write anything out. I just want you to familiarize yourself with what we're going to be doing with Unit 1. I also have the unit vocabulary there. Now that is for the whole unit. You'll keep going back to this as we go through. Then I have 1.01, which is your unit you're doing this week, and it's rather easy. You have your essential question, learning targets, criteria for success. Now, I tell you that you need to write your words and definitions in your notebook to help you for when you take quizzes and tests. But I do give you an extra credit opportunity here. If you want to do the vocabulary art, you can do that. And what you do is you follow the instructions, take a picture with your phone, upload it, and it gives you some extra credit. Focus review and notes. You read through the notes or through the PowerPoint, and then you take a picture, upload it, so I can make sure you're doing what you're supposed to. Now, online discussion. I'm going to share that rubric with you so you can see what I expect from a discussion. A discussion you should go back to daily during the week that they're due. Like after you've posted, you need to see if other students have asked you questions or what comments they've made, because when you reply to your classmates, you don't just say, I like what you've said. You actually question them or give them some type of feedback. You don't have to agree with what they put, but be nice about it. So that's how I know what you're learning in this class. Then we have it your way. These are called LAPS, L-A-P-S. We don't have a book for this class, but we have these LAPS. And you can, the activity sheets are here that you can click, make a copy, and it has the questions. And you can either read the handout, like this, as a PDF. This is like what our book is. Or you can do it as a PowerPoint. Either way, I don't care. I give you lots of different opportunities here. And you will hand in your answers to those there. Then you have your quiz. Notice with your quizzes, you can take it up to 10 times. That's right. That's why they're called practice. It gives you practice. So get that, take it 2 or 3 times, get your grades. You do get a grade for that. It's 10% of your score. But it's just to really help you get used to those questions. At the bottom, I put related articles. Some of this stuff will interest you more than other parts. I love marketing, but I can tell you I do not like marketing information management, which we'll learn about later, because to me that's a little more boring. But if you're interested in some of this stuff, this is where you can go to and get some extra information. Now, I always put your grades in the grade book. I'm always here if you have questions for me. Please, please, please email me, text me through that Remind app, whatever you need to do. The more you talk to me as your teacher, the easier it's going to be for both of us, because I know what's going on. So I hope you enjoy this class. I hope we have several more added to our class. And I am ready for this semester to start. I hope you are. Thank you.